University. Today I want to present our recent work on designing sustained release formulation of Neosaxitoxin for long-term osteoarthritis pain relief. We have nothing to disclosure. OA-associated upregulated inflammatory mediators induce chronic pain by activating synovial joint sensory nerves and nociceptors. The cell body of nociceptors are located in the dorsal root ganglion. The nerves have axons stretching out to the dorsal horn in spinal cord, where they make their synapses to propagate the pain signal up the neural axis. This requires the activation of specific voltage-gated sodium channels, including 1.7, 1.8, 1.9, which are potential drug targets for the treatment of chronic OA pain. Neosaxitoxin, or NSTX, is a paralytic shellfish toxin that blocks sodium channel 1.7. Compared with other anesthetics like lidocaine and bupivacaine, it provides same pain relief effect with 1,000 to 10,000 times lower dose. So far, the anesthetic effect of NSTX has been evaluated in 2 phase 1 clinical trials using 10 to 50 microgram subcutaneous dose injection in healthy individuals that shows short-term pain relief effect. However, NSTX has never been clinically evaluated for OA. Therefore, in our study, our goal is to evaluate the time-dependent response of single intra-articular injection of low-dose NSTX on pain relief in post-traumatic OA animal models. We first test the effectiveness in destabilization of median meniscus, or DMM mice model, which result in slow progression OA. At 6 weeks post-DMM surgery, mice were injected with low-dose 1 nanogram NSTX or saline. Their knee hyperalgesia was measured using pressure application measurement. A maximum withdrawal threshold of 450 grams was measured in pre-surgery, and after 6 weeks post-DMN surgery, it drops down to close to 350 grams. Following eye injection of NSTX in 30 minutes, it went back to 450 grams, which shows significant pain relief. This analgesic effect remains significant until 3 hours, however, after which the pain fell back to the original level. We also detect the same short-term pain relief effect with 100 times lower dose of only 10 picogram NSTX was used. We also evaluated in another OA animal models of ACLT transection model of rats. After 6 weeks post-ACLT surgery on the right knees, rats were injected with low-dose 1 nanogram NSTX, and their difference in the hind limb weight was measured using incapacitance meter. Therefore, the greater the difference in the incapacitance meter that's shown on the y-axis, the greater the pain felt by the animals. Following eye injection of NSTX, we find that in 1 hour, the difference drops down to close to 0. However, this analgesic effect also remains short-term, and we can find that it went back to the original level in the next 24 hours gradually. This due to NSTX is a hydrophilic small molecule that has been cleared out rapidly from the joint within a couple of hours. We think about the polylactic glycolic acid, which is POGA, which is a biodegradable copolymer that has been widely used for controlled drug release. For example, Zilretta is an FDA-approved POGA-based formulation of triamcinolone for OA-associated pain treatment in over 3 months with single eye injection. Other studies also shown that POGA microparticle can have month-long intra-joint retention. Therefore, we leverage the tolerability of POGA to engineer microparticles for month-long intra-joint retention and sustained release of low-dose NSTX for long-term OA pain relief. Our POGA microparticles were synthesized using double emulsion method. Here we select the small hydrophilic fluorophore Alexa fluorophore 88 as a substitution of NSTX that has a similar physiochemical property to help us estimate its characteristics and release profile initially. Basically, the inner water phase containing dye or drug were added to the oil phase that has POGA inside. Then we use ultrasonication to do the primary emulsion. Then the solution was added to another aqueous phase containing 3% PVA. Then we use high-speed homogenizer to form stable oil droplets in the aqueous phase. Then the oil droplets, the organic solvent will be evaporated, and the POGA microparticles will be hardened, washed, and collected. Here we choose high molecular weight POGA that is known to have high viscosity, good encapsulation, but slow release rate. The presence of PEG copolymer with POJ can speed up this release. Therefore, we designed 3 formulations with POJ only, PEG POJ only, and a mixture of both. For all 3 formulations, we find 1.5 micrometer evenly distributed size. About POJ only formulation, it has 82% encapsulation efficiency following sustained release in over 30 days. However, the PEG POJ only formulation suffers with low encapsulation efficiency and a very high burst release. We think it's due to the hydrophilicity only in the presence of the PEGs. The mixed formulation performs the best, that has a highest encapsulation efficiency of 91%. Therefore, we use it for the delivery for NSTX. The result shows 30% burst release following a similar release rate was observed as that from the dye. The slope of the release curve indicates 1% drug release per day, which is within the therapeutic dose range as we determined from our previous DMM mice and ACOT rat dosing studies. We also test the stability of NSTX in its free form and when encapsulated in the POGA. We find that NSTX in its free form will drop down to about 60% stability in a week. However, it still remains stable when encapsulating the POGA. This underlines the importance of using a drug delivery system to deliver a drug like NSTX. In conclusion, Neosaxitoxin blocks sodium channel 1.7 to suppress OA pain signaling from nociceptor for chronic pain relief. However, small molecules like NSTX will be rapidly effluxed from the joint within a couple of hours. This results in a short-term pain relief effect in OA animal models when doing single eye injection. Therefore, we design NSTX POGA microparticles for enhanced longevity and sustained release. The mixed delivery system of POGA and PEG POGA can ensure the stability of NSTX in physiological environment. This allows a long-term treatment. Our current work involves evaluating the anesthetic effect of NSTX POGA in vivo experiments with dose-dependent studies. Finally, I want to acknowledge the support from our collaborators, Dr. Rachel Miller, Dr. Jun Lee from Rush University, and Dr. Ezra Cohen from Boston Children's Hospital. And finally, I want to extend my gratitude to Biology Pilot Lab members, Northeastern University, and funding from NIH, Tufts, CTSI, and R1. Thank you.